Today we're going to do a werewolf tag, and Kweeny Todd created it in honor of...
Todd.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. In honor of her birth month, and she loves werewolves, so I actually saved the questions, and it's been a while, so happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday.
And, okay, so let's just jump right into them. Okay? Question 1. What is your favorite werewolf film and why?
Your favorite werewolf film?
I know, there's so many. And I made him watch a bunch, too, this last week.
The only one that really comes to mind is American Werewolf in London. It's just, it has one of my favorite, awesomest, most coolest transformation scenes ever. That's all practical.
Yeah.
It all happened on camera.
It's an amazing
There's no
scene.
computer, so it was awesome. And it looks good to this day. So
I have a few favorites. And right now, my favorite is probably Late Phases. And why?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I really love the actor, Nick D'Amici, and I love the storyline of his character. I love the werewolves in the movie. I think it's creepy. I love the atmospheric noises and the way the movie makes you feel. And yeah, that one's right now is like my top favorite. But I also have like honorable mentions. I love Silver Bullet for another reason, because the way it makes me feel, kind of like nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also love, American Werewolf in London,
mm-hmm.
and then Ginger Snaps. Those are really some of my favorites.
I wanted to mention another, but it's not a movie; it's a show.
Go ahead.
Oh God, what can I think of right now? Hemlock Grove.
I was gonna bring that up later. I really
liked Hemlock Grove's transformation scene, and
there's a whole question on transformation scenes.
Okay, we'll just leave it. We'll wait for that one then.
Okay, are werewolves better than vampires?
I don't know. I think you have to have werewolves and vampires, you know?
Like Batman and
Robin?
No, Batman and Joker.
Why'd I say Robin?
I don't know. It's okay. Batman and Joker.
Yeah.
You have one without the other.
Yeah.
If it were me, like, maybe 5-10 years ago, I'd definitely say vampires hands down. And I've always had a love for vampires. But right now, I think they're both pretty much some of my favorite, like, supernatural creatures. Just because, vampires are awesome and immortal and, whatever. But then you have werewolves, and they're scary. Which one I think is scarier is werewolves.
Yeah, werewolves are definitely scarier.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I think vampires have gotten a negative stigma since Twilight. Dare I go there?
30 Days a Night, vampires were freaking scary.
Those vampires kick ass, and you're just like, nah, I don't want to go over there. I'm good. Those vampires are scary.
It's kind of like a toss-up.
Yeah.
3. Name the most brutal scene you've watched in a werewolf film.
Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna have to go back. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to Hemlock Grove. There's a lot of brutal scenes in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think...
Gosh.
Which one is the most brutalist?
I don't know. There's a lot. We need to watch that show again. It's really good.
I think when they actually show his full transformation, when he, like, forces himself to transform, I guess the most gruesome scene for me would be any of the transformation scenes in Hemlock Grove. They're pretty brutal.
They are. Wasn't there a scene where, in Hemlock Grove where a couple of girls just get torn to shreds too? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty brutal.
It was sad.
It was sad. A lot of the scenes in that show were pretty... I don't want to, like, call it awesome, but they really pushed the limits of it. For one, it's Netflix, and they can kind of go a little further. So that made it, like... a little more enjoyable.
I liked it. It was if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out, because it's really worth a watch, and it explores a lot of werewolf lore that, isn't as common in a way for the other movies that we've mentioned before. Also, like American Werewolf in London, when his friend is being, like, torn to shreds and you can hear him.
Yeah.
Like, that just gets you. Like, you're like, oh, crud. Anyway, that one was pretty traumatizing. Number 4. What's the best werewolf transformation you've seen?
I feel like a broken record. Let me think of something else. You go.
Well, I really, obviously, you got to go with American Werewolf in London. It's like the best, most practical one. And it stands the test of time.
I got mine, but this has been said already.
I liked the Hemlock Grove one as well. That's what I was saving my Hemlock Grove for, but he brought it up really early on. But yeah, Hemlock Grove is a really great transformation scene. Yeah, I think those are my two favorites.
Thriller.
Thriller.
But see, that one's been said. A bunch of people's always say, "Oh, Thriller." But yeah, Thriller. That's an awesome one. I always go back to freaking Michael's face with the little whiskers coming out, and you're just like, ah! It's awesome.
It's fun. I would totally watch that if it was a real movie.
Yeah, if it was a real movie, I would go see it.
Okay.
They need to do it now.
Number 5. Okay. What is the silliest, worst werewolf film you've seen? Okay, there's 2 different questions there: silliest and worst. Okay, like for real.
I don't think I've really seen a worst because
I have. I can go there.
Maybe Wolf Cop.
So silliest Wolf Cop.
That's silly. That was awesome. I loved it.
That's a fun movie.
It was great.
Still need to see the second part.
Yes.
That's a good one. And that's probably one of the sillier ones. I wanted to watch, what was it? Like Bubba the Redneck Werewolf on Hulu, but they pulled it off before I could watch it. If you've watched it and it's good, let me know. Because I wanted to watch that. Mm-hmm. And then the worst one, oh God. It's called Werewolf, the Devil's Hound. It is awful. Let me just give you a synopsis. Tibetan werewolf flute, scat, robots, aliens.
Whoa. That one's out
chainsaw wielding werewolf. That's all I'm gonna say.
Was this a sci-fi movie?
I watched it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh shit.
That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Tibetan werewolf flute.
Wow. Yeah. That's when you know it's a party.
Number 6. What was your very first werewolf film?
Yeah, well, American Werewolf in London. Yeah.
I have a feeling mine.
I saw that when it came. Well, I was little when I saw it. My dad showed me, like I said before in other videos, my dad showed me a lot of horror movies when I was little. So that was one of them. And I'm pretty sure Shining came after. I think we watched them in the same night.
Oh, sounds like a good night.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine was My Mom's a Werewolf or something. My Mom's a Werewolf.
Never heard of that one.
It was interesting. I watched it on VHS at my grandma's house. It was weird. Oh gosh, I think that's what it was called. If you've seen that one, please let me know. It was like so weird, but it's like has this nostalgic feeling for me because it was one of the first horror movies I actually watched that involved werewolves. And then I think right after that was probably Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox.
Why do I always forget about Teen Wolf?
I don't know. It's good, right?
It's great.
And like the first season of Teen Wolf was pretty. It was
now I'm questioning my memories here if I saw Teen Wolf first or American Werewolf in London because they both came out in the 80s.
Yeah, around the same time.
And I was born in the 80s.
Okay, number 7, last one.
Oh wow, lucky number 7.
What is your favorite werewolf legend historical tales count to?
What?
What is your favorite werewolf legend historical tales count to? Do you have any like things that you've heard? Like, there's been other things like serial killers that are called the werewolf of whatever.
I don't understand the question. Can you please rephrase the question?
Okay, so legends or lore, werewolves. Do you have any favorites? He's lame. Right now, I'm obsessed with like, the Dogman encounters on YouTube.
Yeah, she's totally been watching that like crazy lately.
And if you haven't heard of Dogmen, they're cryptids and people have encounters and they're just really interesting. If you haven't checked it out, you should totally go check it out. Dogman Encounters on YouTube. And they're basically people that are encountering werewolf-like creatures in, I don't know, forests and cities and stuff. And
all around
some
the
of them are
countryside.
really, really interesting and intriguing. And I'm obsessed with cryptids. And yeah, it's just an interesting listen. Anyway, what did you guys think of our questions? If you're interested in participating in the tag, make sure to check out Kweeny Todd's video. We really enjoyed answering these questions. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, check her channel out. She's got some really interesting stuff on there. And I'll see you guys later. You could howl if you want. That was a weak howl.